The folks at Marvel Studios are deft hands at stacking their films full of Easter eggs, secrets, and hidden references to your favorite comics and movies. From Iron Man to Doctor Strange, these films are layered explorations of a cinematic universe that never fails to surprise. Hardcore comic book fans know what to look out for, but sometimes even they can't catch everything. That's why you have us. Here are 10 Marvel movie Easter eggs that you never saw coming. Remember, if you want to see more lists like this, subscribe to our channel and make sure to join our notification squad. Now before we start, can you guess the movie title from these emojis? Stay tuned for the answer at the end of our video. Captain America Civil War. While you might expect the directors of Captain America Civil War to have a background in action films, Joe and Anthony Russo actually have their roots in comedy. The brothers were regular directors on cult sitcoms Arrested Development and Community. As a nod to their past, the Bluth Company stair car actually makes a cameo in Civil War. As Arrested Development fans can tell you, Michael Bluth was reduced to driving the stair car after his family's finances were seized. You can see the Bluth Company stair car in the background of Civil War's highly entertaining airport battle scene. Ant-Man. In a deleted scene from Ant-Man, Darren Cross showcases the Yellow Jacket technology for a few potential buyers. One of those buyers has a distinct set of circles tattooed on his neck. It's a symbol that we've seen before in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It represents 10 Rings, the terrorist organization that kidnapped Tony Stark at the beginning of the first Iron Man. Of course, Cross ends up using the Yellow Jacket technology himself, but it is possible that the technology is still out there. Do you think Ant-Man will have any more tiny villains to face off against in the upcoming sequel? Let us know in the comments. Avengers Age of Ultron. When Bruce Banner transforms into the Hulk and starts wreaking havoc on the world, Iron Man has to bring out his Hulkbuster armor to stop him. But when Tony nicknames the armor Veronica, what is this referring to? Well, way back in The Incredible Hulk, Bruce Banner's love interest was Betty Ross from the comic books. As per the Archie Comics template, Betty and Veronica are competing love interests for Bruce's affections. And where Betty is nice, Veronica, aka the Hulkbuster, is very, very mean.
Alright, Jarvis, but it's only half done with
Iron Man 3. When it came time to make the third Iron Man film, Robert Downey Jr. called on the services of his Kiss Kiss Bang Bang collaborator Shane Black, who also wrote action classics like Lethal Weapon, The Last Boy Scout, and The Long Kiss Goodnight. What do all 5 of these movies have in common? They're all set during the Christmas season. It's a signature move that even extended to his latest movie, The Nice Guys. That said, Black says he's done with Christmas from here on out, acknowledging that it's become a recognizable gimmick of his. What do you think? Does it hurt that we have at least one superhero movie to watch during the holidays? Thor: The Dark World. Dr. Selvig's blackboard is a real treasure chest of Easter eggs and references in Thor: The Dark World, but one of them sticks out more than the others. You can see 616 Universe written on the board in rather large letters. As comic fans will be able to tell you, this is a reference to the Marvel Multiverse, which contains both the universe of the Marvel Comics as well as that of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Earth 616 is where the majority of mainstream Marvel comics take place, suggesting that the Dr. Selvig of the MCU, also known as Earth 1999-99, has knowledge of this parallel universe. Do you think the two worlds will ever meet? Let us know what you think in the comments. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Captain America: The Winter Soldier was praised for its evocation of old-school Cold War thrillers, and nowhere is this more evident than in the casting of Robert Redford, star of the great 3 Days of the Condor, as its main villain Alexander Pierce. Redford, of course, starred in several classic films with Paul Newman, such as The Sting and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So when Pierce opens his refrigerator and reveals a bottle of Newman's own salad dressing, it's a subtle nod to their friendship and the charitable organization that Newman founded. The Avengers. When Thor and Loki meet on a mountaintop in The Avengers, they're joined by 2 crows who look suspiciously familiar. Those birds are probably Hugin and Muggin, 2 crows who act as the eyes and ears of Odin within his realm and beyond. It's fair to assume that the old Norse god had these crows spying on his 2 sons as they squabbled over the fate of the Earth. Listen, we're not ones to judge or anything, but it seems like there's some seriously overprotective parenting going on here.
But I see through you!
Doctor Strange. One of the funniest moments in Doctor Strange came when the good doctor took up residency in the Ancient One's mystical headquarters in Nepal. After being handed a piece of paper that says Shambhala and asking what it means, Dormer responds,
The Wi-Fi password. We're not savages.
Of course, knowing Marvel, there may be more than meets the eye with this joke. It's actually a reference to a location in the famous Doctor Strange comic Into Shambhala, where the fate of humanity rests on Strange and his evolving moral code. Captain America, the first Avenger. When Red Skull gets his hands on the Tesseract, he makes a pithy remark about how the Fuhrer digs for trinkets in the desert. This is obviously referencing Raiders of the Lost Ark, and potentially Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade as well. As it turns out, the first Avenger director Joe Johnston actually worked as a special effects supervisor on Raiders of the Lost Ark, before striking out on his own as a filmmaker. Could Indiana Jones have taken place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Let us know what you think in the comments. Guardians of the Galaxy. Star Wars is a huge influence on Guardians of the Galaxy. Obviously, Chris Pratt's Star-Lord is modeled on Han Solo, another wisecracking, space-traveling lone wolf criminal, but there's also a more specific reference to George Lucas's famous film series. In an early scene of the film, Gamora slices the hand off of Groot while fighting him for the orb. This is just one example of movies within Marvel's Phase 2 that pay tribute to The Empire Strikes Back, in which Luke Skywalker loses his hand in battle with Darth Vader. Loki appears to chop off Thor's hand in The Dark World, while Iron Man takes off Aldrich Killian's hand in Iron Man 3. Well, there's our list for the day, but you're probably wondering the answer to the emoji challenge. Can you think of what it is? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and join the notification squad so you know when we upload a new list just like this one. Thanks for watching.